Imagine a man so powerful, he unites a country torn by centuries of war, creating an empire that will last for millennia. He builds a wall so massive it can be seen from space, standardizes laws, currency, and writing, and declares himself the first emperor. This man was Qin Shi Huang, the architect of ancient China. But behind his brilliant, nation-building mind lurked a terrifying, all-consuming fear, the fear of death. Welcome back to Legendary Leaders, the channel where we explore the most epic figures in history. Today, we're diving into the bizarre and obsessive quest for immortality undertaken by Qin Shi Huang, a story that blends genius, madness, and a touch of the supernatural. After conquering all his rivals and forging the Qin dynasty into 21 BCE, you'd think the emperor would be content. He had everything, but he wanted the one thing no one could have: eternal life. This wasn't just a passing fancy, it became his life's singular mission, a desperate race against time that would lead him down a path of strange rituals, dangerous potions, and monumental projects that still boggle the mind today. His obsession started subtly. He began consulting with alchemists and mystics who promised him the secret to living forever. They spun tales of mythical islands in the Eastern Sea like Pengmai, Fangzhang, and Yingzhou, where immortals supposedly lived and guarded the elixir of life. Convinced, Qin Shi Huang dispatched a massive fleet of ships led by an explorer named Zhu Fu. On board were hundreds of young men and women, tasked with finding these islands and bringing back the magical potion. They set sail into the vast, unknown ocean and were never seen again. Did they find the islands? Did they perish in a storm? Or did they simply decide to settle somewhere new, far from the emperor's grasp? We may never know. But their disappearance only fueled the emperor's desperation as expeditions failed. Qin Shi Huang turned to more direct methods. His court alchemists began concocting so-called pills of life, the main ingredient, cinnabar, or mercury sulfide. In ancient Chinese alchemy, mercury was considered a substance of immense power, believed to grant longevity and even immortality. The emperor, placing his trust entirely in his advisors, began consuming these mercury pills daily. He believed he was absorbing the essence of eternity. In a tragic twist of irony, the very substance he thought was preserving his life was slowly, systematically poisoning him from the inside out. His behavior grew more erratic, his paranoia intensified, and his health steadily declined, all while he believed he was on the cusp of becoming a god. But Qin Shi Huang wasn't just planning for this life. He was meticulously preparing for the next one, just in case his quest for immortality failed. And his backup plan was arguably even more ambitious than his primary one. He ordered the construction of a tomb unlike anything the world had ever seen, a subterranean palace designed to be his eternal kingdom, and to guard it, he commissioned an army, not of men, but of clay. This is, of course, the legendary Terracotta Army. For nearly 4 decades, an estimated 700,000 laborers worked to create this silent, subterranean legion. Over 8,000 life-size soldiers, each with unique facial features, hairstyles, and armor, were crafted and placed in military formation. There were archers, infantrymen, generals, and even chariots, complete with clay horses. The level of detail is astounding. Every soldier was an individual portrait, a testament to the incredible craftsmanship of the Qin dynasty. These were not just statues, they were meant to be the emperor's loyal guards, ready to protect him from any threat in the afterlife and help him continue his rule. In the spirit world, the discovery of the Terracotta Army in 1974 by local farmers digging a well was one of the greatest archaeological finds of the 20th century. But these soldiers are just the tip of the iceberg. They stand guard outside the true prize, the emperor's tomb itself, which remains sealed to this day. Why haven't we opened it? Ancient texts written by the historian Sima Jin just a century after the emperor's death describe a tomb of unimaginable splendor and danger. According to these accounts, the tomb is a microcosm of his empire. The ceiling is a map of the heavens, adorned with pearls and gems representing the sun, moon, and stars. The floor is a map of his earthly domain, with rivers and seas like the Yangtze and Yellow rivers recreated using vast quantities of liquid mercury set to flow mechanically. This mercury would not only represent the waters of China, but also create a toxic, deadly environment for any intruders. On top of that, the tomb is said to be rigged with an arsenal of deadly booby traps, including crossbows set to fire automatically at anyone who dares to enter. Modern scientific surveys have detected unusually high concentrations of mercury in the soil around the tomb mound, lending chilling credibility to these ancient descriptions. The Chinese government, out of respect for the emperor and fear of damaging the priceless artifacts within, has forbidden its excavation. The final resting place of the man who tried to conquer death remains a mystery, locked away for over 2 millennia. In the 10 BCE, during a tour of his empire, Qin Shi Huang died. He was 49 years old. The cause of death is widely believed to be mercury poisoning from his immortality pills. His officials, fearing a massive uprising if the news got out, kept his death a secret. To disguise the smell of his decomposing body as they traveled back to the capital, they loaded carts of salted fish to travel with his carriage. The man who moved mountains and commanded armies was smuggled back to his own capital in secrecy, his quest for eternal life ended in a quiet, ironic tragedy. Qin Shi Huang's legacy is a paradox. He was a visionary leader who laid the foundation for modern China, a unifier whose accomplishments were monumental. Yet, he was also a tyrant, a paranoid ruler consumed by a fear that drove him to madness. His story is a powerful reminder that no matter how much power one accumulates, we are all bound by the natural laws of life and death. He built an empire to last 10,000 generations, but couldn't grant himself a single extra day. What do you think? Was Qin Shi Huang a brilliant madman or a tragic figure desperate to escape his own mortality? And what secrets do you think lie waiting inside his sealed tomb? Let us know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into history's strange obsessions, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more legendary leaders. We'll see you in the next one.